Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges, where we're finally back with another Let's Play. It's been a long time, but with the Rise of the Tomb Kings being released, I mean, come on, right? So, how it works is that we have received 4 Legendary Lords with this DLC. Obviously, you guys have known about this, you guys have been all hyped up. And then finally, a free DLC, another Skaven Lord, which I am quite excited to play in the future. But right now, I really want to play Settra. So we're going to play in Legendary mode as per usual. There's a little bit of a stop every now and then happening, but I'm really excited. So let's get started. I'm like really excited about this. I'm like really excited. The fact is, I like Tomb Kings, I really do. I had quite a few different armies of Tomb Kings in tabletop. They're actually in a little storage facility right now, because obviously with the death of fantasy, they don't get used much. I've got some models with me where they always get seen and so on, but right now I'm more painting 40k until, I don't know, Age of the Emperor happens or something. But let's not focus about that. Download's taking a while and so on. It's been a bit of a hectic thing. I only got to play 1 hour and a half after the release of the DLC, because there was issues with Steam apparently, and it was confirmed by Grace from Creative Assembly. These things happen, I guess, but it seems to happen every time a Total War DLC is released. But who cares? We're here, almost there, and I can start smashing down places. Oh god. Plus, I had to pick Settra, you know. There's a lot of cool Legendary Lords, you know, but I had to pick Settra. I might do another Legendary Lord for Vortex campaign. We'll see about that. But do I have to say it again? Settra. Well, the download's taking a little while. Come on, load up.
Mighty Settra, greatest of all kings, your civilization lies in mere ruins of its former glory. Much must be done to restore greatness to your kingdom, and for all to fear your wrath once more. To the north, sire, savage greenskins threaten to raid your lands. They defile your mortuary shrines. Vengeance must be taken. More greenskins and Skaven dwell in the mountains to the east, sire. They pose a potential future threat, while regions further south are already occupied by the Necrarch Brotherhood, sucking dry what life there still is in the desert. But these, great king, are but more distractions to a grander plan. The Black Pyramid stands guarded for now by a sentinel army. Control it, and claim its dark secrets, and with it unimaginable power. You are Settra the Imperishable, and all shall obey your rule.
Right, here we go. So we got to get the books of Nagash. There's 8. There's actually 9, but Archon always has 1. We can get free units, dynasties, blah blah blah. So that's our main income. We're not going to get a lot. Right, well, this should be interesting. Now, we are in Legendary mode, so these things... There's going to be a lot of things to change. We can't get that. Let's look at the rights. After owning 20 units, right cannot be... Okay. After owning 3 settlements. Well, that's understandable. Camry itself, there is a bit of an optimization thing, so it is going to be a little buggy. We do need the Great Pyramid of Settra. The problem is with this is that we do need to focus a lot on trade resources and so on. So this is going to be quite interesting. Right, let's see. Where's the second one? That's Zandri, that's over there. I feel like we should be focusing on the orcs a bit.
Settra the Imperishable.
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. And we're going to recruit. We can get a chariot, so that's fine. What we're going to do is get some skeletons too. And that's going to be our flank at the moment. What can we build here? Income generated. Growth. Now, we are going to need a lot of growth. How will it work with summoning armies? I know that you need to do a dynasty, and then sometimes you can use the mortuary cult, which we are going to need 800 canopic jars to summon an extra army. It might be less for lower difficulties, but we are playing legendary mode. So let's look at our research. The research is obviously going to be a bit screwed here, but let's just close the window one sec because it looks like a car alarm is going off mentally. Range, Lord's Army. Wide armor plus 10 for War Sphinx. More Shapti. I kind of want the War Sphinx. Well, let me see here. This is all the same. Maybe that one for the cash. Yeah, and for all provinces. Let's focus on that. Right, we are pretty much golden. Let's just build something up here. Skeleton archers, that would be very, very helpful, to be honest, at the very beginning of the game. So we're not going to have a lot, but I'm going to have to try and fight down these greenskins a little bit and be able to get some sort of, well, levels up, because we are going to make a lot of enemies. Do these guys only have one?
There are possibilities here.
Yeah, okay, so the Strigoi Senpai only has one. I might go straight for them. We have to be very careful here, because there's going to be a lot of problems. And to be honest, I'm a little concerned with how this can go. The beginning's always a bit strange. I've not had any time to, like, play the factions and so on, so this is going to be a bit interesting. Right. If I can go straight for Zandri, I can get a province, and that could probably get me a little bit more in terms of stuff. I mean, we've got that. Let's go straight. I mean, we've got a War Sphinx, and we've got chariots. We don't have any range, but neither do they, really, so we should be more or less fine. Let's just try and see where we can go. All right. Right, they're going to be better geared than us. Much, much more better geared. But we need to capture this, so unfortunately we can't wait. In terms of his spells, he's got quite a bit. The problem is we're not going to be able to make him too powerful. This is going to be very, very interesting. Now, obviously, he doesn't have the reduction for upkeep, because none of our troops cost any cash. So, well, let's go in. Let's go have a fight. Right, I'm not going to auto-resolve, because you do tend to lose more units in an auto-resolve. This is quite fair, though, because they don't have that much, too. So we are kind of golden. Plus, I've played vampires a lot. If you guys have seen the channel, I do play a lot of vampires. So I know how to fight them. Plus, it's a lot of zombies. It's not like it's actually something serious. Hopefully their reinforcements will come from behind. I don't think so. I think if you attack together, they all spawn that way. Let's just take a quick look at the very pretty Sphinx. Okay. Right. Tomb Guards are quite good. So what we'll do is we'll keep them on the side. Settra himself doesn't have a lot of spells. I mean, he has the Wrath of Petra, which is an explosion and an augment. Later, if we lose too many troops, we can summon some Mushati, so that's fine. Let's move these guys here. There we go. It doesn't look like they'll be coming for us. They do have quite a lot of units, though. So what I might do... Range is 140. Right, let's see. My mouse is tripping up a bit. I think it's just the game. We'll keep the chariots on the side. Okay, they're going to start coming for me now. Oh, it's a short range explosion. Okay, I should have figured that out.
Unacceptable order.
Right, they're coming for him. I'm going to buff my units. The bad thing is, obviously, in legendary mode, you can't really slow motion things, so you're kind of stuck like this. Right, let's bring these guys back. The War Sphinx is getting a nice amount of damage in. 77 kills already. Now we'll be able to cast the spell properly now. decent damage. Right, let's move these guys here. Move the chariots back through the behind. We are losing quite a bit of troops, but we are getting a bit of healing coming in now.
Settra the Imperishable. King of Henry.
Right, we can pretty much fast forward here. Unfortunately, we are going to have a bit of damage coming into these, but the vampires are gone. And we've just got an achievement, Family Feud. Awesome. I mean, look at that big damage. 155 kills. Settra himself had 124. We've probably lost this, which is fine. But it's more of the case of, like, you know, we had to do big damage.
Settra always wins.
Yeah, we lost it, but it's okay. Occupy?
Expands.
Right, so we need to focus on growth and public order. This is the problem. So we might as well go on public order and go do some damage. Let's get some archers and replace those swordsmen. The problem is we're going to have a lot of enemies. We're going to have a lot of enemies. Now, I don't believe we can confederate. Yeah, we can't confederate with other Tomb Kings, which is understandable, obviously. So let's try and see who likes us the most at the moment. The Beastmen, okay. Right, you guys, let's try.
I will not.
Can I pay you guys to like me?
Impossible.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a gift.
I never fail.
I wouldn't like to fight Bretonians whilst I'm focusing on killing off some greenskins, because I'm going to try and power level up a bit. Now, here, there's a resource, so we're going to take advantage of that. Settra, unfortunately, did not level, which is actually kind of disappointing, but we're fine. We won't get an army for a while, and that's the problem here. It's a defensive faction, which I'm a defensive player. So let's hope. Let's hope. Right, let's see. We're going to go and try and smash out the greenskins a bit. I should be fine. Should being a very, very relatively, like, weird term here, you know? Right, Settra leveled. I would like him to get some spells. Settra's quite the powerful spellcaster. I would also like him to get the War Sphinx, if anything. I'm not too bothered about the chariot, but the War Sphinx You know, it'll give him a nice amount of HP to survive. That's an augment. Right, let's get him the augment. It'll be faster and then we can start getting some damage. That's healing. That's an augment. It's direct damage. Yeah, some spells will be good. So let's come up here. That should be fine. We're going to have a public order issue, and that's understandable. In 2 turns we can upgrade once, which means we can start focusing on getting some stuff for trade.
The laws of chivalry demand, I hear. Impossible.
You guys are not going to make it easy for me. And the problem is we can't actually spend a lot of money on gold. Because, a lot of money on gold. A lot of money on trade. Because we do have very, very limited amounts of income. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. I'm hoping that we can just smash our way. Or just get enough XP, come back, heal up, XP, and so on and so forth. Mind you, getting some range now is going to be quite helpful. It's the case of power leveling up Settra a little bit. Right, let's go. Right, this is relatively simple. Now we can sack it, or get some more canopic jars. I would like to sack it first. And then the second time we'll take it. But firstly I wanted to do this. Get some more units to Settra. Some spearmen. Now we're getting some damaging spells, so that's alright. And I know at least we can come back. The public order is going to be a massive issue, but I do believe... No, this isn't making him like me anymore. Do we have any potential allies? Oh, hello. Well, we have a decent defense there. Looks like these guys are expanding a little bit. And obviously that's the Black Pyramid, which we'll eventually get. I actually want to look at the... Whoa, wrong one. Objectives. Maintain 10 units of the following type. Yep. Hold the Black Pyramid. Construct the pyramids. Yeah, that makes sense. Some of them send you quite far, don't they? No, black. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All the way up to Akendorf, essentially, I think is the furthest we have to go, which is okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Now, why can I see up to here? I don't know, but I'm not going to judge it too much. If they want to lay siege to Khemri, that's fine, because I'll come back and kill them. But we finally got our population surplus there, so we're doing a little better. I'll need to get a garrison. This is the thing. You're not going to have one area to build powerhouse armies. You're going to have to focus a lot on the trade resources if you want to be able to get some good stuff from the mortuary cult. And if you're trying to build up armies, you're going to need a lot of canopic jars. So you're going to have to get into a bunch of fights. We're going to get into a big fight right now because I'm going to go back and try to deal with those orcs before they become a problem for Zandri. Once we get our second army, it'll be much easier because I can expand with one and defend with the other. Now, that worries me a little bit because I know these guys have a book. Okay, here we go. Khemri Lich Priest, Necrotet, or a Tomb Prince. Let's get a Tomb Prince. Now, these guys, I believe, have a book. Yeah, these guys have a book. The books are everywhere. I mean, this is 250 canopic jars. That has that. Victimus and all commandments. 10 jars per turn. So we're going to have to travel quite a bit, but it's good to have one here. Hopefully they don't turn on us.
We will see our homeland persist through all the coming ages of the world.
I hope it's not broken enough that it's going to turn, because they've got a very, very strong army mixed of lizardmen and wood elves, it seems. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to do some damage very quickly. Okay, we're going to actually have to get into this fight. I might do 2 episodes today. It really depends on how it goes. I mean, I will want to record as much as possible. I'm working on a few lore videos also. But I'm just so excited to be able to play. So for me, it's more the case of being able to just jump in. Let's hope. Let's hope. Okay, we've got enough of that. Let's move here. That's fine like that. We really don't have a lot of archers, but I want to leave 2 out for our current guys. Let's put these guys here. Tomb Guard over there, and this guy over here. Start deployment. Move them slowly. Okay, right. Get these guys ready. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to get into the fight. So let's wait for these guys to stop. Let's work on the ball boys.
This is well. Obey. Move. My orders.
We are losing a lot of troops, which obviously is understandable considering who we're fighting.
Settra the Imperishable.
But that's no problem, because once we deal with this, we'll have some Ushati to summon, which is a good and bad thing. It's good because it's extra damage. It's bad because we're going to have to basically rely on them. It's just pretty much how it's going to work. Let's move these guys back. Right, we can summon some Mushati, so let's see. Let's hold it out for a while. I wanted to hold, but there's no way in hell I can hold. We're almost pretty much done. It's fine, though. Enemy Lord has now been wounded. Let's start charging this way. You guys can come this way. And they have broken. Well, not yet, but they will. There we go. Okay, much, much better. Close victory, really? I mean, I lost a third of my units, which is fine. The main thing is Settra's getting nice and beefed up. Right, so at this point, I want to sack it. Because I need to be able to come back. I don't trust those orcs. I mean, it's not the best thing that can ever happen to me, but this doesn't even give public order. Do we get walls straight off the bat? No, we actually have to build that. Right. Well, that's fine. No, you do not, Settra. No, you do not. So, what we're going to do is we're going to bring him back.
This is where.
Right. Well, with this, at least we got some sort of... Well, something. Try... No. See, I was hoping that was going to work, because I kind of want to focus first on getting these territories. I feel like it's going to be more of the case that we won't get anything until we are able to, well, pretty much build a second army. It costs 10,000 to... and 800 canopic jars. To get that is going to take a while. Eventually we'll be able to build buildings that will give us canopic jars per turn, but it's still going to be an issue. But I want Settra to be a powerhouse. I'm not going to focus on like lightning strike and so on. I'm going to focus more on beefing him up. Right, so he's turned away, which is good. What type of missions do we have? Is that the only mission? Alright. So close. So close. Public order, all provinces, and more tax rate. That is just perfect. I mean, he's not a fighter, but he'll be able to help. Can we raid? We need to be 50, don't we? Yeah. That's fine. Let's get some more skeletons and some spearmen. Well, that kind of sucked. That's fine. Look, we're on 2. I'm really hoping that we can, well, expand after we get the second army. Because once Chaos comes, if they spawn like they used to, I know they might have fixed the spawn, but they're still going to spawn like 4 armies, 1 at each corner of the world. So we have to be ready for that. You can raid me all you want. See, I want that, but I also want this. It's 15,000, my god. Let's build a garrison so we can at least have some sort of defense. Alright, let's raise it. I'm gonna try and just take them out quickly. They'll have to run out of cash eventually. Right, Settra, you can get more canopic jars, which would be good, but I kinda wanna beef you up. Let's start beefing up the troops too. Right, we've got a surplus at the Land of the Dead. So that means we can upgrade Khemri a little bit. I might wait a little bit more and just upgrade Zandri to have walls. It seems like the smarter thing to do. This gives public order. Let's go take out his minor city. You can give me some canopic jars, so that's at least something. This will make him move at least. Right, should we? Yeah, screw it, let's do it. There's only 6 turns left until we can get a second army, then we'll be much better off, because I can leave 1 here in Khemri and start expanding with Settra. Which I'm going to expand southward. The plan is to reunite Nehekhara first, and then start, like, doing my damage. A lot of people would probably start working up north, and it's understandable, but the more I can take out of these areas, the better it works out for me. See, now that's a problem. I can't reach. To be honest, Khemri's going to be well defended. So what we're going to do is we're going to start working our way. 5 turns until we can get a second army, and then I'm going to start moving out. The Bretonnians here have to go.
Honor before glory.
We'll be a little too close to Aachen for my liking, but we have to at this point. If we can take out Aachen the Black, that will work out well for us. I might just make him a vassal. Make him serve me. I mean, if he wants to serve Nagash, that's fine, but he can worship Nagash on the side. Good thing we came back. Good thing we came back. That's a little concerning. Right, Khemri has a decent defense now. A lot of Tomb Guard, some archers, some Tomb Scorpions, a Screaming Catapult, and no Shatti. So what we're gonna
I
try.
must keep my holy vow. No!
Go this way. Settra hates.
He's not gonna have a good army, and we're gonna have 2 units, so it's pretty much fine. It's more of the case of having that and being prepared. Chess, that would work out well. Public order and growth. Maybe that might be better for us at the moment. Actually, we can't even afford both. Right, we'll wait and see how this turn ends. I do have to admit, it does concern me a little bit, because there are... I think they're allied, so if I kill these guys, or start killing their armies, the other Bretonnians might be a little peeved off at me. There we go, and we're actually going to fight this, because it will probably be the last fight of this episode, so... This should be fun. This should be fun. I mean, it's peasants and men-at-arms. It's not like it's a big army. It's mostly men-at-arms, isn't it?
Great king.
Right, this is a very interesting loadout. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 over here. Oh. There. Put these guys here. You guys over here. I kind of want to put my War Sphinx up here and just do direct damage to the hero. My second forces will be coming and I'll make them charge in from behind. The good thing is I'm going to have them pretty much surrounded.
I am undefeatable.
Where's Settra? There we go. Yeah, they're pretty much dead. And they've retreated. This has at least given me some XP, so this is pretty good. I mean, Settra only got 11 kills. The archers did quite a good job. The chariots did amazingly at this point. But I think it's more of a case since we routed their trebuchet and their archers relatively quickly. We were pretty much fine. The trebuchet did manage to get a decent hit in, though. Let's get the canopic jars from this. I would rather just get some canopic jars. And hopefully we can hit them. Because if this is the case, we'll be able to smash them down. I'm probably going to do one more turn. This is going really well. Right, route matcher would be working here. I'm gonna wait for that. You can get another canopic jar. So now at least we get 2 per turn. Let's go smash these guys down once again.
Defeat is impossible.
Bit too close to home. But once I have my 3 turns passed, I'm gonna go straight for them. Let's just go back here. Right. Well, we can do this.
Greatest. Settra the Imperishable. Serfs.
Let's just get that. Okay, Settra, you have 1 more. So let's see. We can almost start working on getting the crown on Nehakara, so that's pretty good. The Blessed Blade is going to take a while, but that's going to be perfect with the Public Order. Let's start boosting up the armor of these guys. I do apologize, there seems to be a dog barking. Nehakara warriors, skeleton warriors and spearman units. Well, that's going to be quite good. It's going to make them a little tankier. We can perform alright, can we? Oh no, we can get the flock, which is quite cheap, but I don't want to waste my canopic jars just yet. I understand a lot of people would probably go for that straight off the bat, but I kind of want to wait. So let's just end the turn, and in 2 turns we can go and destroy these guys. I'm a little concerned that they're starting to dislike me, but I'm sorry, that was your friends causing me that problem, not me. We're going to be dangerously close to Arkham, which is going to prove to be a problem. I'm a little concerned about it, but not so much that I'm going to panic a lot. That makes me panic, though. I'm going to have to be very defensive at the beginning. It looks like it. Let's see, negative growth. As usual, always something bad happens to me. But we're pretty much here. Let's see, what does this upgrade to? Oh, this is to get more chariots and to actually get some skeletal archer chariots, which would be pretty cool. Right, guys. So we're going to call it here. So thank you so much for watching. And when we return, most likely going to have to deal with these greenskins for a while. But until then, see ya right now. Because obviously with the death of fantasy, they don't get used much. I've got some models with me where they always get seen and so on. But right now, I'm more painting 40k until, I don't know, Age of the Emperor happens or something. But let's not focus about that. Download's taking a while and so on. It's been a bit of a hectic thing. I only got to play 1 hour and a half after the release of the DLC because there was issues with Steam apparently, and it was confirmed by Grace from Creative Assembly. These things happen, I guess, but it seems to happen every time a Total War DLC is released. But who cares? We're here, almost there, and I can start smashing down places. Oh god. Plus, I had to pick Settra, you know. There's a lot of cool legendary lords, you know, but I had to pick Settra. I might do another legendary lord for Vortex campaign. We'll see about that. But do I have to say it again? Settra. Well, the download's taking a little while. Come on, load up.
Mighty Settra, greatest of all kings, your civilization lies in mere ruins of its former glory. Much must be done to restore greatness to your kingdom, and for all to fear your wrath once more. To the north, sire, savage greenskins threaten to raid your lands. They defile your mortuary shrines. Vengeance.
Right, well, this should be interesting. Now, we are in legendary mode, so these things... There's going to be a lot of things to change. We can't get that. Let's look at the rights. After owning 20 units, right cannot be fulfilled. Okay. After owning 3 settlements, well, that's understandable. Camry itself, there is a bit of an optimization thing, so it is going to be a little buggy. We do need the Great Pyramid of Settra. The problem is with this is that we do need to focus a lot on trade resources and so on. So this is going to be quite interesting. Right, let's see. Where's the second one? That's Zandri, that's over there. I feel like we should be focusing on the orcs a bit. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges, where we're finally back with another Let's Play. It's been a long time, but with the Rise of the Tomb Kings being released, I mean, come on, right? So, how it works is that we have received 4 Legendary Lords with this DLC. Obviously, you guys have known about this, you guys have been all hyped up. And then finally, a free DLC, another Skaven Lord, which I am quite excited to play in the future. But right now, I really, really want to play Settra. So we're going to play in Legendary mode as per usual. There's a little bit of a stop every now and then happening. But I'm really excited, so let's get started. I'm like really excited about this. I'm like really, really excited. The fact is, I like Tomb Kings. I really do. I had quite a few different armies of Tomb Kings in tabletop. They're actually in a little storage facility.
Must be taken. More greenskins and Skaven dwell in the mountains to the east, sire. They pose a potential future threat, while regions further south are already occupied by the Necrarch Brotherhood, sucking dry what life there still is in the desert. But these, Great King, are but more distractions to a grander plan. The Black Pyramid stands guarded for now by a sentinel army. Control it, and claim its dark secrets, and with it unimaginable power. You are Settra the Imperishable, and all shall obey your rule.
Right, here we go. So we got to get the books of Nagash. There's 8. There's actually 9, but Arkan always has 1. We can get free units, dynasties, blah, blah, blah. So that's our main income. We're not going to get a lot.